Season 2 is underway. We're here in spring training. This is not your actual lineup, but the roster, the players that are here in spring remain the same. What are you looking forward to in the spring?
Well, I'm looking at a rejuvenated outfield and hopefully a little bit more power out of our lineup. Pitching-wise, we signed Giolito. We acquired Louis Varland in a trade. So we're retooling a little bit with our pitching staff. You know, we traded some good pieces away like Gonzalez and Yarbrough and Plesac. So we got to find sort of a new, fresh look for our rotation.
I love the
goal this spring.
I love the Giolito sign because basically at that point you're looking at your Keedy, Giolito, Sixto can then move down in the rotation. You've got an up-and-comer with Varland, and then Castano is a nice little number 5 guy. So I think you looked at the right places to go here. Now for our pitching staff, we really only focused on our bullpen, didn't sign any starters. Strasburg is now back due to injury. We tried to keep it as realistic as we possibly could. You're going to start off 0-5 in the spring. Yeah, not good. We're at least 500 to start the first couple of games here. But we'll take a look real quick at some of your box scores. Like, what is happening with your team here? Losing 15-3. Like, what happened? Pittsburgh had 3 errors and they still scored 15 on you.
It's bad.
I don't understand. So let's take a look. Oh, Ryan Yarbrough, you traded him away, and he pitched pretty good for you. Now Tapia is hitting 083 in the spring.
Not good.
Nelson Velasquez is 0 for. He's 0 for 3.
Not good.
At least this was the stage when this game occurred.
Louis Varland, not good.
Yep, 5 earned runs, 3 walks, only 1 strikeout.
Kyle Crick, not good. Parker Dungy, not good.
How would you summarize the spring
not
so
good.
far? So 3-7 heading into our matchup here for our first spring training game against each other. You got a win here. Went 12 innings. You won on a walk-off.
Looks like a barn burner. 1-0. At least the pitching showed up.
Yeah.
Tough going for the offense, though. 9 hits. You know, hitting with runners in scoring position, I'm sure probably leaving people on base is going to be an issue. Velasquez is still over. I pumped him up quite a bit.
You did.
You know, every time he gets called up to the Cubs, I feel like he hits, and then he goes back to AAA. So I said, I'm going to give him a chance to see what he can do here. But the pitching was great. 12 scoreless. Bring those ERAs down a little bit. Now, how about you? You had a 14-hit effort here against New York.
Yep. I beat them 8-7. So the final runs came in the bottom of the 7th inning. So we scored 6 runs in the middle innings there, 6 and 7th. And our offense was pretty darn good. Miguel Cabrera was almost perfect. And did you see that? Miguel Cabrera had a triple.
What, is the outfield like 600 feet? Did he hit it to the warning track?
This was one of Steven Strasburg's games, and he had a couple strikeouts there in 4 innings. Paxton apparently blew a save in the 5th inning.
It was a save chance.
I don't understand.
He could have pitched the next 5.
Okay. I guess I don't get it. But let's take a look at our pitching staff here. Paxton, upwards of 5. Irvin, Vines, all upwards of 5, plus Mills. So our pitching staff still not very good outside of, like, Sale and then Strasburg. Now, our bullpen, our back end of the bullpen, seems like it's all right. Castro, Sims was bad. Hicks has not pitched an inning yet, so we're going to move him up in the bullpen order. Plus, we're going to get Reed Berlingmeyer in as well. So I did not show you the lineup here for us because mostly everything's remained the same, other than Joey Gallo hitting against righties, and then we've got Jorge Soler hitting against lefties. So really, that's the only change as far as our offense goes. But from what I'm looking at here, it's going to be kind of a tough call about who gets these bench spots. Most of our starters are pretty, like, cemented in. But as far as the bench goes, it's going to be some tough calls here.
Yeah, let's see how we're doing. You got a couple homers from Duvall and Votto. Stassi, the average is down. Bryce Ball, I'm a little disappointed. Astudillo, very disappointed.
He was the savior.
He was supposed to save our team. So far, I'm not seeing it. So we're definitely going to look into getting Senzel some more time. Velasquez is struggling. Gallegos is struggling. Colmenares, at least I saw he had a triple. Victor Mesa Jr., that was a little surprising. I expected Mesa. I thought he might make the team, actually. And so far, it's not trending that way. Giolito, can we call him a bust at this
No,
point?
not
Can we give
yet.
up?
He's
with the 12
just
ERA?
been trying to work on his curveball, you know, trying to work on his change.
All right, we'll go with that. Bullpen, De Los Santos doing well, Cabrera doing well. That's mainly what I want to see is Cabrera and De Los Santos continuing what they did. So, you know, the sim distribution, sometimes it's not perfect, so we're going to definitely look to get Packy and Gaston and Schuster in there as well for the remainder of spring training.
It's everybody after the closing spot. They just get disregarded.
Yeah,
I've noticed. So
Canarino, another guy that we want to see get a little bit of work here.
Move everybody up a little bit. We got Tepera in there now. And here we go. So this is part of the Channel Points Pick'em contest, if you guys are playing in that. So if you guys know, you can buy custom players the more channel points that you get. This is one of our questions here. So are the Sun Sox going to sweep? Are the Saucers going to sweep in our 2 games that we play against each other, or are we going to split? So here we go. Let's settle it. We got Giolito, 0 for 2.
Yeah, we're going to pray for a split.
I'm turned on the PCI. I never really like to hit with the PCI. I feel like I can trust myself. I feel like I can trust my thumbs to guide where that
I
ball's
think
gonna
that would
land.
help me.
The PCI. I
But
mean,
you know, we're just gonna go raw.
yeah. Well, I've turned it off now. I don't want anything to do with it. But Giolito, a clean first inning. Let's see how Steven Strasburg does here. 6 strikeouts, 2 walks, a even 1 whip. He's pitching pretty well here. So Victor Mesa Jr. stepping in with a 143 batting average. He's getting a little jam shot here to Errol Robinson. Out in the outfield grass, makes the catch. And we're repping the orange unis here today. So what do you guys think with our new alternate? Well, not alternate, but the road uniform now. Adam Duvall stepping in. 222 hitter, and that seems to be why. He's going to chase a high fastball that reached his eyeballs. But your favorite hitter probably on the team, Max Stassi. How's he going to do? 174. He's going to swing. He's going to check his swing there. 0-1, and then the throw down is going to nab Jung-Ho Lee, who drew the walk. So far, clean first inning for both pitchers. Let's see how we do in the top of the second. That ball is gone. From
Wait, can I
Reyes.
get it?
That ball's gone.
It said I could get it.
See you later, baby.
Yeah, bad pitch for Giolito. Bad location. Was not trying to get that over the plates in the strike zone, but yeah, there it was. All right, 1-0. Hey, base hit for who else? Mr. Max Stassi.
He's your savior. He's actually your savior.
Rice ball. Oh, clobbers this one. All over it. And I think Stassi, as slow as he is, probably going to get home. Yes, okay. I just want to make sure before I verify that.
It's a big hit. It's a big hit there for Bryce Ball.
He's
Big
trying to
time.
make the team. I want him to make the team. He's young. He can hit a little bit. DH first base kind of deal. Learn from Joey Votto, but you got to do a little bit better than we've seen in Sim so far. And Astudillo is going to pop out, get this inning over with.
Let's go Joey Gallo here at the top of the 3rd inning in a 2-0 pitch. I had a feeling you were going to come low and inside, and that baby's gone as well. So Franmil and Gallo, 2 solo shots here today. This team, this Sun Sox team now, has a lot of power in it.
Yeah, that was supposed to be like a shin-high fastball.
We're going to call this solar power. We got, oh, it works with Soler. Oh, that's great. The Soler power.
Oh, there's one.
And then Orlando Arcia.
Another missed location there.
Which, by the way, makes sense because we're here playing in Orlando.
Well, this is what Giolito's working on, okay? He's trying to throw low, but low enough to get you to chase.
Yeah.
Because
He's
if he
just missing
leaves
a
it over
spot.
the plate, then people knock it out of the park.
Yep. Just like right here. A 4-seam fastball that was just outside of the strike zone, but Franmil able to do some damage here. We are not heading home. Too risky of a play here, but with 1 down in the top of the 3rd, in a 3-1 ball game, we could open up the scoring right here, right now. Here's Paul McIntosh. That ball is going to be flied out here to Jung-Ho Lee. He will make the catch. Easy. Nice throw coming in. Perfectly timed. And the runner will score. That is Jake Berger with the run scored. So top 3, we're up 4-1. Here's Chen with a base hit, maybe. Mesa Jr. barely got to that thing. Yeah. And the run's going to score again. So it is now 5-1 Orlando. And we are putting it on you guys right now. So Duvall comes up. And that was a beautiful pitch.
Frozen. Froze me.
Still
Right.
bottom third.
Bryce ball.
Froze you again.
Give me something I can hit, man. I can't do anything with that.
No.
Ooh, Packy Naughton. The debut of the Savior.
How many saviors do you have on this team?
Well, we need a handful.
Hey, trade acquisition here. Evan Carter came over from the Texas Rangers in that Chris Sale trade. Gets a nice double down the line. Here comes Errol Robinson with the bunt attempt. Astudillo with the throw, but look who's coming home. That's Evan Carter. He's going to score. He never stopped running. He's a hustle player.
You exploited my naivety when it comes to this game.
You need the second
have ran.
You need the second break.
You should have given me a break.
Here's Jordan Hicks. We have not seen him in action yet. He is, of course we haven't seen him in action. It's their first game of the year. But he's going to get out with a clean inning. Now here's Jorge Soler here, top 5, and that ball was hammered off of Naughton. It was a perfect situation here. Lefty for Soler. He mashes, and then you are going to hit him in the knee.
Ooh. How's that knee feel?
Taking his kneecaps off. So Justin Upton's coming out now. And he has not gotten a single at-bat this entire spring, and you egged me on to put him into the game, and we did so, and it worked for you. A double play ball, Naughton gets him out. So let's go bottom 5. We got Astudillo up with Jordan Hicks going to fire a fastball behind him.
What are you doing, man?
And your savior...
What are you doing?
He doesn't really like that.
Well, why should he?
As a catcher himself at some point. You know, he's more of a third baseman now.
He's a super utility, man.
He doesn't appreciate that. He knows the game. He understands completely. So full count here, and a fastball right down the middle. And that's a slow trot back to the dugout. So,
wasn't looking for that. That came in fast.
It did. That was a good pitch there by Naughton to strike out Dylan Moore.
Yeah, we like Packy.
You like me some Packy. Now, Evan Carter hit the double off of Naughton in his first at-bat against him. Second at-bat doesn't help him. He's going to pop up, and then this pitch, another fastball low and in, and there goes Arcia for home run number 2.
We are never going to try that ever again.
Well,
low fastballs are done.
Well, now I can eliminate 1/4 of the strike zone.
Oh, wait. No, I didn't mean that. I didn't mean that.
Okay. Well, we'll see how it happens, how it goes here in game number 2.
Yeah, Kevin Cash looking lonely there on the bench. Okay, Giolito drops to 0-3. This is not what we expected. But our offense was terrible, too. So it's a two-way street in baseball.
Yep.
Right?
So let's take a look here at the box score. 2 for 4 for Arcia with 2 solo shots. He had Gallo with the solo home run. Reyes had the solo home run himself there. Anthony Ghost, by the way, came in as a pinch hitter and got a base hit.
Right after I said, stop trying to make Anthony Ghost happen.
Yeah, you were saying, you're forcing it. You're forcing it. He didn't come around to score, so it was kind of a pointless show for a highlight. But Strasburg went 3 innings with 5 Ks, had the 2 walks. Let's take a look at your offense right now. You had Lee with a hit and a walk.
Victor Mesa.
Bryce Ball was kind of my guy for you.
Yeah.
Like he drove in the lone run. I think he'd have to be. But Trump also had a double. Naughton had a wild pitch, which was...
He had 4 innings, 2 earned. Could be better. Let's try this again. And we're going to try with Nelson Velasquez again. Okay, he's up to 143 on the spring. It's a little disappointing for me. I was expecting him to make the team. He's looking like a AAA kind of deal for me.
Yep. We are going to go with the B squad. So just kind of like we did in the last spring training affair that we had against each other. We're going B squad here in game number 2. And right off of the get-go, you're going to go with a bunt with Victor Mesa. But Charles LeBlanc is right there to make the play. And we got a strikeout here. That's Berlingmeyer with the K. He's going to strike out.
I think that was a swing.
Mesa Jr. And then Joey Votto's going to strike out as well.
Yeah, Reed Berlingmeyer, okay? Yeah,
he's chewing you up.
He's turned into freaking Nolan Ryan here today.
Let's see how Matt Cantorino is going to do here. We've got leadoff hitter Michael Hermosillo. Going to ground out, and that's a good play there by Votto to pick it. Phil Gosselin's currently hitting over 500, I think that said.
And another one.
Going to keep up with batting average right here. So Gosselin, the veteran, trying to vie for a bench spot here on the Sun Sox roster for year number 2. But here we go. Yariel Gonzalez going to ground out. That's a double play. You've mastered the fielding meter, I think, at this point. Let's go top 3. We got a big hit here for Taylor Walls. And he's headed for 2. That's Mason Auer with the silver defensive shield there. He's a pretty good fielder. Got a decent arm, but he can't catch Taylor Walls. Next batter up is Preciado with the ground ball. Gonzalez with the throw over the first. And Posey catches you at third. What happened?
Well, I mean, you tried to embarrass me. I tried to embarrass you back. I just embarrassed myself again.
You have to have that second brain you've been talking about, you know? You got to have a baseball mind. I saw you go.
Well, that was one brain, but it just malfunctioned.
Got it. Well, here in bottom of the third inning, we've got Cantorino striking out a double. And next batter up is Mason Auer, and that's a really nice pitch, by the way. So 2-1, here we go to Mason Auer, and a ground ball here to Marcano. He's going to make the flip over to Votto for the third out in the third inning. Let's go Nelson Velasquez. What do you got? Hot
Rocket.
shot.
Oh, he's out. Good piece of hitting, though.
Yeah.
Can't blame him for that.
It was a good piece of defense there by Charles LeBlanc. He's playing good over there. Top 6, still nothing game.
Barn burner.
Man, our offense just cannot do anything against Cantorino and Berlingmeyer. But look at LeBlanc. Look at the defense.
Just charging like a rhino to field that.
Woo!
I mean, not a bad bunt, am I right?
It was pretty good.
I feel like that should be a single to me, but whatever. I mean, Charles LeBlanc, okay, keeping with our theme. He's turned into Scott Rowland out here. Mr. Gold Glove. Uh-oh, Tapia. Oh, no, we sold out. Game over. Cost us the game.
Tapia is trying to be, I don't know who, a really good, like Curtis Granderson out there, but in left field. But that's going to be a triple there for Odubel Herrera. Next batter up, Mason Auer, currently 0 for 1 on the game, and he's going to get that slider inside, and you're going to head home because you have no confidence in your offense right now. You got to stop the run, but Odubel is going to score. Hit and run opportunity here.
Oh, are you kidding me?
A little contact swing, a little looper,
That's the worst hit I've ever seen.
It's pretty tough. That's a little tough one.
In my life.
So runners on the corners here. Hermosillo on first. Next batter up is Phil Gosselin. Ground ball. You got a double play opportunity here. You will not turn it. And the run's going to score.
Game over. Go home. Go home, everybody.
I'm glad that you're speeding everybody up because we're going to do just that here. So Miguel
just
Castro.
drive a stake in my heart. Just finish me.
Look at that.
Finish
sinker.
me.
That sinker pitch, man. It's so tough. 98 on the sinker inside. It's so tough to hit. And then you're going to offer at the changeup, the circle change out there. That's Mesa Jr. And final out to get is Astudillo.
The savior.
Uh-oh.
Winning or tying run at the plate, as people like to say.
Yes, and look who you're going to go after. You're going to get Max Stassi
Come
into
on.
the game.
Yeah, Castro was good. He was tough.
Yeah, I gave you that little circle change high and in because I thought that you might have been like really fast.
I try not to move the cursor. I try to wait till it crosses the Harden plate. So.
Well, you have to move the cursor.
I mean, sometimes you don't locate the pitch that you want.
Yeah.
Okay, Victor Mesa Jr. batting .050. Talk about disappointing.
Yeah.
We had high hopes. He was hitting very well at AAA last year. He was like one of our best hitters in AAA in the second half of the year when we signed him. And a little disappointing there. How about yours team? Didn't really pinch hit here very much.
No subs. Just wanted to get everybody their at-bats, everybody their time. And, I was happy with the result. We won the game, and we swept you. So I was proud of that.
Good job. Good job.
Spring training has come to an end. You guys finished 6-20.
Good job, team. Oof.
We didn't do too much better. We were only 3 games better.
The rule of thumb is if you are terrible in spring training, you'll do good in the regular season.
Yeah,
and vice versa.
I mean, that's what happens in the NFL usually. You go 0-4, you go 16-0. So as far as our team goes, guys, I mentioned that we were looking for bench spots. We're looking for our bench players. Our starters are, take this with a grain of salt here, too good for the bench guys to take over. That's what I really mean by that. But when we look at like Dylan Moore hitting 306, we look at Paul McIntosh 230. He was an all-star last year. He's got to come back. I mean, there's no one else to replace him at catcher. Fromil hits over 400. Chen bats over 300. Scott Manea 270. So it's really going to be a tough call on who stays. You got LeBlanc hitting 231, but Spangenberg wasn't too bad either. Now our pitching staff, I think it's just a big issue for us as far as our starters go. Now these guys, that's not our true starters. Weems, Mazza, Mejia, but I think Paxton, Strasburg, Vines, and Irvin kind of turned his thing around here at 250. Ghosts at 7. You know, I would think he's going to be one of those middle relievers that barely ever really gets used. But now for you guys, you got Kiner Falefa.
Not hitting well. Duvall and Votto, a little bit of power. Stassi turned it around. 277 is good. Bryce Ball, that's not good enough. Not good enough. So back to AAA for you. Victor Mesa Jr., very disheartening spring. Very, very disheartening. Okay, Robbie Grossman, you made the team. Even though we don't have a lot to show for it, I still trust you because you are a proven veteran. So Robbie Grossman, I'll see you in the opening day. That's what I meant to say. Wow, brain freeze. Astudillo got a little bit better. I'll take that. Velasquez, that's a Durham thing written all over it. Colmenares was okay. Victor, probably same deal. Franklin hit pretty well at this level. I was a little bit surprised. Hit better than Tristan Peters. So if you guys, and Preciado was hopeless. But you guys noticed in the trades that we brought in some new guys, a lot of youth, and we're trying to build a very good outfield. So that's kind of the goal there. And then you see our rotation. I'm not in love with how they pitched, but I will take it. De Los Santos had 18 scoreless innings. Yeah, that's a lot of work for a reliever to throw 18, but I will take it. And
did really well last year too.
Yeah, for sure. Castano maybe get some more work. Zach Pop didn't have a lot of closing opportunities there for Mr. Pop, but we know he's built for this.
I think he's one of your best rated relief pitchers at that point. So a good back end guy at 99 velo. You got to have him in there. So guys, that is it for the video today. Leave a like if you like this thing, and the next time we see you next week will be opening day across Major League Baseball, and we're actually on the road. So both of us are on the road here. We are not playing in our respective home ballparks, unlike last year. And we will be taking on the Pirates and the Braves. So I'm taking on the Braves, you're taking on the Pirates. We get Spencer Strider. That's going to be a really tough matchup here for us. But
yeah, it looks like we will play Mitch Keller. So he's tough as well.
Yeah, should be a good opening day here for both of us. Good games, I think. Hopefully it stays within a good score for us, because the Braves are ridiculous. You got Acuna, Olsen, and Albies, Austin Riley. You guys know the Braves. It's just going to be tough. At least you might be able to handle the Pirates, I think. They do have Brandon Lau.
That's true.
Yeah. So guys, the next time we see you, we will get opening day action. Now, for just a reminder, if you have custom players in this series, you know, you're scattered out across the major leagues, it's fine. It's up to the CPU to play you and to move you up to the majors. But maybe we'll end up seeing you guys in some minor league games against us when we show off the prospects that we have on our teams. So we'll do some more minor league updates throughout this season. The season should probably take a little bit longer than last year, I think, just because we have a lot better of a roster, and of course we want to know how our custom prospects are doing across the league. Now, another thing to note here as well is the reason why we didn't have you guys that were just drafted, the 21-year-old Patreon guys that were just drafted into spring training action, is because we didn't think that was very realistic. I mean, we're already going off on the unrealistic side anyway about allowing these really good 21-year-old players to be drafted. Now, we don't want to get it too cheesy by like calling you guys up and then like setting the major league world on fire. So you're going to start in the minor leagues, see how you do, and if you're doing well enough and if it makes sense, then we'll call you up. So just a little FYI there. We're still accepting custom prospects for this series. If you'd like to be a channel member on YouTube or a patron on Patreon, you can do it that way as well. Or you can win channel points. I alluded to that a little earlier. If you want to know how that process works, leave a comment in the comment section. I'll let you know. So guys, that's it. Leave a like if you like this thing. I'll see you in the next one. As always, thanks so much for watching, and peace.